Is there any hydrating beverage that's better than the other? Well, find out on this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello and welcome to Digest This. I'm Dr. Liz Cruz and I've got Tina Nunziato sitting right here by my side. Thank you for joining us. If you are a first-time listener, we welcome you and we ask you to please check out our other podcasts that we have. Well, not podcasts, I'm sorry. Our other episodes that we have.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, technically they're podcasts.
Yes,
so, yeah.
That's right. We have over 300 podcasts sitting in our library of this particular podcast. Actually, we don't have another podcast show. This is our only one right now, but
This one's hard enough.
That's right. But please go out and check him out. If you're a regular listener, thank you so much for being on this journey with us. We love you. We love that you guys are all spending time with us, whether you are actually watching us on YouTube or whether you're in the car listening to us or sitting in the pool in the jacuzzi or whatever.
Out running.
That's right. Thank you so much. We're so appreciative and grateful that you take the time to be with us. So what about that question?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Beverages.
Yeah.
Hydrating beverages. There's so many things out there these days. I mean, what's good? What's not good? What's okay? So first of all, water. Water is always the best. Water actually with salts, okay? Water with salts is the best.
Electrolyte salts.
With electrolyte salts, that's right. Not with table salt.
I have to clarify that a lot with patients.
That's right. Please do not go pouring your table salt into your water. Electrolyte salts, that's exactly right. And actually, if you want to learn more about that, you can actually go to our website, www.drlizcruz.com, and we have more information about those hydrating salts, the electrolyte salts.
Yeah.
Very, very, so good for you. So good for you, because when you sweat, and even if you don't think you sweat because you're indoors, you are sweating. All of us sweat. We sweat in our armpits. We sweat in our groin. I mean, we sweat. You don't have to be outside to sweat. And whenever you sweat, you lose electrolytes. Okay, so it's really important to hydrate with a lot of water and to put those electrolyte salts into your water. Okay, so let's go ahead
and the salts are called super salts on
super
our website.
Salts. That's right.
For those people that are looking for them on our website, they're called super salts. But the other ways that we eliminate water during the day is when we urinate and when we talk too. So you're constantly losing water all day long, whether you're sweating or you're urinating or you're talking.
Breathing.
Yeah. So that's why, when I do the consults, I tell patients that ideally the rule of thumb is you should be drinking half of your body weight in ounces per day just to replenish what you're losing during the day. And you are losing salt water, like you said. Your body's a giant saltwater bag, so that's why it's important to drink water with electrolyte salts to replenish you completely.
That's right. And just as a little reminder, I'm sure you guys all know this, and maybe you don't, your body is mostly water. Okay, your body is 90% water. Your cells, everything. There's water in your tissue, in your blood vessels, in the blood. And so it's really important. Your body needs that hydration so badly because your composition is the majority of it is water. And so, what other beverages can we be drinking that'll also help to hydrate us in addition to water? So water, absolutely number one. With your primary hydrating liquid should be water with the electrolyte salts. What about the other waters that are out there? What about Gatorade, Powerade?
Well, even before we get into Gatorade and Powerade, because a lot of people do drink those because they have electrolytes in them, I do want to talk about the flavored waters.
Okay, flavored waters.
Because there's a lot of flavored waters out there, and then there's also a lot of people talk about putting these powders in their water. They could buy the powder. It's a flavor packet, and they can put it in their water.
Does it have electrolytes in it?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it has
Okay.
electrolytes in it, yeah. So it just depends, right? So I'm talking specifically now about flavored water and the packets that can flavor water. I have, in all the consults that I've done over the years, people telling me they're on these things, I look them all up because I want to see what's in them. And I will tell you that 10 times out of 10, there is like literally so much junk in these waters. And even though you can turn the bottle over and on the supplement or on the facts, the nutrition facts of the bottle, it'll show 0, 0, 0 of everything, you know, 0 salt, 0 this, 0 that, 0 sugar. You go to the ingredients and it's just chemicals, chemicals, and chemicals. Okay. And this stuff does not belong in the body. A lot of times if it says 0 sugar on it, they're typically putting artificial sugar in it, like sucralose. Sucralose is probably one of the number one ingredients found in these products. And I try to express to patients when I'm doing consults with them that sugar is like poison to the body. Artificial sugar like sucralose, aspartame, I try to tell people, think of those as like sugar, poison times 10, right? Like it's so bad for you. And even in the powders, ton of artificial sugar in the powders. So people are on these things every day, putting them in their water, drinking the flavored waters, thinking they're doing themselves a favor because they're drinking quote unquote water, when really it's water with a ton of chemicals in it. So they're kind of countering the whole benefit of drinking water, right?
Yeah.
So what I usually tell people, because they say, oh, I don't like drinking water, it's too plain, then flavor it yourself. Don't use a powder. Don't buy flavored water. Get a lime, get a lemon, get cucumbers. I've told a lot of patients if they don't like, lime and lemon or cucumber to do fruit, put strawberries, watermelon.
Sure.
A lot of people do that because if you can flavor the water yourself, you're going to be way ahead of the game.
That's great. Yeah. Great advice.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Yeah. But then you were talking about Gatorade and Powerade.
And actually, I want to go back to what you're talking about, the sugars. Can you bring our book over here? I just want to show this to those of you that are actually watching us online. Tina and I wrote a book called Digest This Now. Okay, we wrote this book many years ago, and we talk a lot about water. We talk a lot about water in this book, but we also talk about sugar. We talk about sugar, and we talk about how sugar is the other white drug. Okay, like Tina said, it's poison. It's poison, and you find sugar nowadays in almost all foods. I mean, just walk down the aisle where the canned goods are, and look at the ingredients. You're going to find sugar in so many of these foods that are sitting on the shelf, that are canned or even packaged. And so the whole thing with sugar, I mean, honestly, it's that sugar merits itself several podcasts on its own because it's such a big topic and because it's so prevalent in everything. So, this is something also that you can find on our website, our book, Digest This Now. A lot of great information in that book. And I was asking about the Gatorades and the Powerades, okay? And
because a lot of people do those,
they
especially if they're working out or they work outside because they know they're sweating a lot and they know they need electrolytes. These are people who know they need electrolytes, right? Typically tend to turn to Gatorades and Powerades, which is understandable because they're known for electrolytes, right? That's what they're known for. And the concept, when those drinks first started decades ago, they started out of the University of Florida, actually, or Florida State. I can't remember which one. But the athletic department created this drink that had electrolytes built into it, and they started working with the companies to help make these products. When the product first came out, it tasted very salty because that's what electrolytes are.
Right.
Very salty, right? The problem is that people didn't like it. So they then in turn turned around and said, well, how are we going to get people to like it? Let's add sugar. Okay.
Right.
And then what they've done recently is because the sugar thing is such a big thing with people now, most Gatorades, and I noticed this when I was shopping for, my colonoscopy, I had to find that liquid I was going to combine my Miralax with.
Right.
I went to the Gatorade aisle and everything said 0 sugar, zero sugar. All the Gatorades were zero sugar Gatorades, but you flip them over and every single one had sucralose in it. So if it says zero sugar, I promise you there is probably artificial sugar in that product, which again is worse for you than regular sugar. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing Gatorade, and I turned to coconut water, which we can talk about. But Gatorade and Powerade, great concept, right? They're just loaded with sugar and artificial sugar and dyes.
Yes.
That's the other thing.
Which are chemicals.
With the Gatorades. They're loaded with dyes. So again, when you're trying to rehydrate your body, the less amount of chemicals, the less amount of sugars, the less amount of artificial sugar, the less amount of junk that you can put in your body, the better.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I mean, look, we're just here to try to teach and impart these pearls that we've learned on our journey, okay? Because this is a journey that we're all on. And we're just trying to keep it as clean as possible, okay? Keep like teaching you about alternatives that are healthier and cleaner, all right? Because it's so, like Tina said, sugar is in everything, and actually, like I was just telling you a few minutes ago, it is in everything. You look at these canned products, food products, and packaged products, and you're just like wondering, why is there sugar? Why do they need to put sugar? And but as a society, we've become so addicted to sugar that for a lot of people, it doesn't taste good unless it's on the sweeter side.
Exactly.
So, okay, so let's shift gears and talk a little bit about coconut water. Yeah. Can you teach us a little bit about that?
Look, if you're looking, because we drink water all day long, right? Out with our super salts, right? So for us, like a special treat for you and I when we're wanting to drink something aside from water is coconut water, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It has electrolytes. It does have a little bit of sugar in it, not as much as what you're going to find in a soda, for example, or even like some of those special smoothies and stuff like that. But it is basically a healthy kind of fun drink, right? If you're trying to look for something different than regular water,
right?
And it just kind of gives you that little extra boost. Like for example, I like taking a coconut water with me when I do kung fu, right? Because it gives me those electrolytes, extra electrolytes, but it also gives me that little boost, little bit of sugar to kind of help get me through a really long workout, right? That I might need. So again, I don't recommend drinking coconut water every day, all day long, because it is sugar, right? But if, again, it's a nice alternative to add to your regimen. Right. If you're looking for just a special treat or something to kind of help you if you're doing a really big workout or you're outside a lot.
And it's a natural sugar.
It's a natural sugar.
It's a natural, organic sugar.
Exactly. Just like eating fruit.
Exactly.
We talk about that a lot with patients. Like try to get off the candies and the cookies and the cakes and eat fruit again, because it's still sugar, right? But it's natural sugar.
Yeah. My alternative, healthier alternative I tend to have a sweet tooth. And if it was up to me, I'd be eating 10 Oreos and a glass of milk every night, which there was a time in my life when I did. Yes, there was. And I always wondered why I woke up feeling like I had a hangover. But my healthy alternative are dates. Like I love dates, the kind that grow on palms. Yeah. And it's actually a really great source of fiber also. And, just pop 2 or 3 dates in there and it's like, fulfill that sugar need.
That's right.
And, but anyways, so we just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the, the beverages that are out there for hydrating and what we would consider to be healthier alternatives. And, but, by far, number one is agua.
Yeah.
Water
okay? With salts.
Water with those super salts. Yeah, so please check it out. Go to our website and, look, if you're having any issues, if you just want to work with us, we'd love to help you as far as any digestive issues that you're having, or if you just need some recommendations. The easiest way for you to connect with us is to go to our website. So it's www.drlizcruz.com. go to our website. As soon as you get onto the website, you're going to see like a pink button that you can push to schedule a free 30-minute wellness consult. And it's free. It's our gift to you. Please do it. Okay. It's such a great way to connect with us and to let us help you and see what we can do for you on your journey. And if you love this show, please rate us, give us a review, because that'll actually help other people like you to find us faster. Okay. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you don't miss any episodes. All right. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next podcast.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.